Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. Today we are having a look at May 2024 and this is your money and career reading. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this is the reading for you guys. So we are in Taurus season, so happy birthday to all of you Taurians out there. We've got a few things happening in the month of May. Number one, most significantly, this is going to be a much better month than April has been, okay? So depending on when you see this reading, we might be in the last week of April or we might be in May already. And so yes, there's been a lot of very challenging energy in the month of April, a lot of changes, a lot of unexpected things, a lot of weird stuff happening for a lot of people, but we are coming out of that energy and into something a little bit calmer, more down to earth. So we do have Mercury going direct in the sign of Aries on April 25th and comes out of shadow on May 13th. So after that May 13th point, you're probably going to be feeling like you've got a lot more clarity. You can think a little bit clearly, but you've also kind of maybe made some decisions about some things that you've been reflecting on while Mercury has been in retrograde. Green light though for making decisions or moving forward with things. We do have two lunations, of course, in the month of May. The most wonderful one for you, of course, is a new moon in your sign. This is happening at 18 degrees and this is on May the 7th. So awesome day for you guys to set some intentions that are really going to have some growth, prosperity, abundance, new doors, new opportunity, and hopefully a whole bunch of money for you guys for your year ahead. So very important day for you guys. Mark that on the calendar. We also have on May 23rd, a full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. Full moon is a completion of 6 months ago of the new moon that was initiated. And this is at 2 degrees. So this is like an early degree. It's a Taurian degree. And this full moon is layered with positive vibes from Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune. Venus is your chart ruler. Venus enters your sign on April 29th. So this can be a really abundant, fruitful month for you guys. A lot of magic in the air, and you could have some things coming to fruition or those doors opening for you. And you could be resolving some issues and maybe just feeling like things are settling down, especially if you've had like unexpected bills and things like that. Things are kind of slowing down a little bit for you guys here. So this is really positive. Keep an eye on the calendar, mark this down as well for May 18th. All right, this is probably one of the luckiest or most positive days in the entire month. We've got the Sun conjunct Jupiter in your sign. Beautiful energy there. Growth, expansion, creativity, success, abundance, new beginnings, wisdom, knowledge, all you name it, and hopefully a little bit of luck. With Jupiter, Jupiter likes to bring us things, and with the Sun, we've got the energy to bring things in. We also have Venus in Taurus conjunct Uranus in your sign as well. So Venus and Uranus conjunct in your sign can bring financial freedom, financial change, breaking down old ways of doing things with your money and embracing something new. Again, Venus is your chart ruler, and we've got very active Venus energy throughout the month, bringing you all kinds of wonderful things and hopefully helping you to feel good, feel great. But in this energy, you could have something happen quite suddenly. Uranus is a very sudden energy, bringing about change, and Jupiter is like, really expanding your horizons there. So this can be a very magical day for a lot of you. So really setting the stage for a better tomorrow. So not too shabby of a month. We've got a couple of sextiles that are happening here earlier in the month as well. And so this is much more about being in the flow. This is, very calming energy, right? It's not like combative or anything like that. So, so things could just be feeling again like they're settling down. We have why coming in here for you guys. Now, it's important no matter what we do, no matter what changes we make, what decisions we make, it's important to know why. So you may get some deeper insights or knowledge, wisdom, thank you, Jupiter, in your world in the month ahead. So you could be getting clarification on some financial things. You could be, getting some questions, answers. Great time for you to maybe seek out some financial advice or wisdom here. So, for some of you, it could be, for real estate transactions, right? There's a lot of questions in that. And like, how does this work? And what does this work? A lot of contracts, a lot of documents, all that kind of stuff. What are my rights and responsibilities? So you could be asking those questions, but also getting the answers that you need, right? So this is a good energy bringing you some wisdom. But when we ask the question why, this is about us as well. It's, when we know why we're doing something or why we're wanting something or why we're making some changes or why we feel we need to let some things go, this is about operating from a place of authenticity. Right? We don't have to justify anything with anyone else as long as we know why we're doing something, because otherwise we're just doing something for the sake of doing something. And it's like, why are you doing that? Right? So you might really be asking yourself why and why you want something or why you're doing this thing and or what things mean and figuring things out from there. We are entering the land of milk and honey. Thank you, Venus. Thank you, Jupiter. Thank you, all of this wonderful energy. In the land of milk and honey, all our needs are met and we want for nothing. Unlimited potential to find resources that you need, to open doors that you're looking for, to start something new, or again, to bring something to fruition for you here. This is a very magical energy, a very wonderful energy coming in here for you, kind of like the 9 or 10 of cups. 9 or 10 of pentacles, right? Very much associated with those things. We've got a lot of magic in the air. We've got a lot of possibilities and potential, but this is really trusting and knowing that all of your needs are going to be met as well. Venus, your chart ruler, is very active this month in your sign. So this is super positive for you. But don't be afraid to leave some things behind as well, right? Because, that Jupiter-Uranus energy that can bring you some very positive changes, can bring you freedom, right? Of something that's not giving you the growth or opportunities or money that you're looking for and bringing you into something new. We have deep knowing here for you guys as well. Knowledge. All right. So I don't know, you might be getting some deeper understanding of here. This can represent here for you that part of your key, okay, to getting all your needs met and having all the money and the financial resources and things that you need, part of this could be expansion of the mind. So some of you might be considering going back to school. Some of you might be graduating some sort of, schooling, right? Whether it's like a big degree, or whether it's like some smaller classes, something that can help you to, it can boost your earning potential, right? In some way. So if you haven't already, had a look at maybe some classes that you can take, this is showing you here that this can be a really great month here for you to expand your mind and enhance your knowledge. Now, for some of you, the milk and honey being right between those two cards, this can represent, well, I want to go back to school, or I know that I need to take some courses that can really kind of elevate my situation, but I don't have the money right now. Well, in the land of milk and honey, you have the ability here to find those resources, but you might need to get creative. So, look for grants, look for opportunities from your employer. Sometimes they have educational programs through your employer where maybe they pay 50%, you pay 50%. You might be obligated to stay with that company for, a little bit longer of a time, right? Pay off for them, right? They're not just going to pay for you to go to school without getting any rewards, right? But that could be the kind of payoff or trade-off that actually really works for you in the long term, right? The long game for you guys there. So, but there could be other ways for you to find some money, right? Maybe you take out a short-term loan, and it could be, again, something that you can pay off quite quickly, especially if you're not necessarily looking to get like a 4-year degree or anything like that. Maybe you just need some management courses or bookkeeping courses or something like that under your belt, or some sort of certification. So this can be a great time for you to expand your knowledge in this energy. But the deep knowing energy is also about trusting yourself, trusting your wisdom, and trusting your instincts, okay? They are always going to serve you well, right? Sometimes we don't trust them, or we second guess ourselves, but when you know, right? So trust that knowing, trust that gut instinct of yours. Your intuition will never guide you wrong, right? Might lead you into paths unknown. It might lead you into paths that where you're like, why do I feel compelled to go down this direction? you know what? Follow it, because we do have this energy of Jupiter and Uranus, right? And this is like great awakenings here for you. And this is about breakthroughs and break frees out of things, right? It's where you can find a lot of freedom, but it does represent some changes. And sometimes those changes, we go down a path that doesn't feel very familiar, and but it feels right on some level. So really trust that energy. We have the Magician. Hey, there you go. Sets your intentions. The Magician, if you can envision it, if you can see it in your mind's eye, you can create it. You are the Magician. Your power is to manifest things into your life, to start new things, to create the life that you want. Boom, right here. Very first card here for you guys. So very important. So trust that you have the magic within you. You have the ability to do what you need to do, or to get what it is that you want for a healthier, happier, and more prosperous life, right? The Magician is also a focus, right? Focusing on the things you want without being obsessed. Okay, focusing on what you want to create and trusting that you have all the tools and the resources to get things done. So it's a very resourceful energy. Some of you might need to be resourceful to get what you want, or to open those doors for yourself, right? But know that in this energy, you have the power to do that. So very awesome. We've got the Page of Wands coming out here as well. This can certainly represent some things manifesting here for you. And we've got the Five of Wands. You got to fight for what you want. You got to compete for what you want. You got to be willing to throw yourself out there in the ring, right? The Five of Wands can represent some competition. It can also represent some conflict. So, this is a reminder here to know what you want and why. Because if you've got some inner conflict, some inner turmoil, it's like, yes, I want this, but I don't want this. Yes, I want this, but I'm afraid of this. Then what's going to happen is you're going to get in a little bit of a vortex of the universe, right? And you're just going to go around in circles, and you're not going to, move forward. So figure out what direction you want to head in, what path you want to take, what you want and why. And then with that Five of Wands, be willing to put yourself out there and compete for it. Okay. Because of course, if you're looking for a new job, or if you're looking for a new career path, right, that Five of Wands, there's other people vying for those same opportunities. And I do quite often get the Five of Wands coming up when people are either putting themselves out there looking for love or looking for money. Okay. One of the two things, right? Because everyone wants the same thing. Okay. So, but you have the ability here to rise above and to get what you want, right? So just make those decisions. But the Page of Wands coming up here is wonderful, okay, because this can be your willingness to take action is very much paying off for you, okay? This can be some good news, some opportunities, some new beginnings. Page of Wands is quite often about things manifesting in our life, our ability to level up, and something very exciting, right? Something in alignment with our passion, our goals, and our dreams. You might find new sources of inspiration. You might find new people to collaborate with, right? You could find yourself in a situation where you're not sure what the outcome is going to be, but you're just excited to be there and to get started with that Page of Wands. So very fiery, very exciting kind of energy here for you guys. All right, we've got the Knight of Swords as well. Okay. Ooh, we've got a lot of communication and stuff here. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, now that's in the heart of your reading. So we do need to pay attention to that particular energy. And we've got the Devil card in reverse. Very interesting. You might have some associations with Aries. Okay, and where am I? May 3rd, you've got Mars in Aries, sextiling Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, so Mars in Aries can be a very fiery energy, very passionate energy, and can help us break out of a rut and start something new or try a new approach at something. Okay, and this can break us out of a little bit of stagnation. But all this energy here, this can be a massive transformation for you. Okay, the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, we can look at this a few different ways. Is that you're holding on to something that doesn't work, or you're holding on to the old ways, but those old ways, those old habits, patterns, behaviors, Devil card, are not going to serve you moving forward. This can show you where perhaps you have been focused on the wrong thing, or you've been trying to control the outcome. So there is a need here to let go. There's a need here to expand your horizon, expand your viewpoint here. But what happens in this energy, this can bring enlightenment and growth for you. This can be a sudden shift for you guys. Otherwise, with the Hangman in reverse, you can be in a state where you are enlightened, where you've got some wisdom, where you've seen the future, you've got that vision, you're ready to make the changes. The Devil card there in reverse, you're ready to make those changes and do things in a better way, or go after those opportunities that are going to be a little healthier for you. You've recognized the things that have been holding you back. You're facing your fears, and you are headed in a better direction. So this can be an area where you do need to focus if you've been feeling stuck or stagnant, or you've been pigeonholing yourself somewhere, or you're in a situation where you're not getting growth. You've hit the proverbial glass ceiling, right? Or maybe your investments are starting to turn a little bit sour, and this is where you need to focus and where you need to make some change. But for others of you, man, oh man, is this ever showing you that everything that you've done so far is starting to pay off for you, internally, externally, whatever that looks like to you, okay? But we do have the Knight of Swords coming in here, and this can be some energy really speeding up. All right, the Knight of Swords is, think about the Pony Express, right? The Knight of Swords quite often is the ultimate messenger, but it's something here that is making you want to take some sort of initiative, want to do something with the information or the news or the messages that come in here for you that you discover. So we're not just gonna, get some information like, a friend can come up to you and say, hey, you know what? I was looking for a job for myself, but in the meantime, I found this particular job, and I think actually this would be something really great for you. It looks like it's something that, you could do like with both eyes closed and with your hands tied behind your back, but look how much money it pays. And so this Knight of Swords can be the difference of sitting on this information and not doing anything with it, or taking action on it, pouncing on that opportunity, right? So what are you going to do with the information? What are you going to do when you get some good news? What are you going to do when you open the door to opportunity? Are you going to sit on it? Or are you going to really get that ball moving, face your fears, and be willing to let go of your current situation for something a little bit better? But the Knight of Swords does throw in a little bit of word of a caution as well, because remember the Hangman in reverse, you could need to put the brakes on something, okay? This can represent that, timing is everything, okay? So if something, something wonderful and magical can happen for you, you might get some little tidbit of information. Make sure that you do take that step back a little bit there and you ask a few questions. Remember the Y card that's coming up there for you, the deep knowing, right? Deeper understanding something a little bit deeper. Okay, make sure that you're asking all the right questions, because we do have the Devil card, and even though this little bad boy is in the reverse, okay, from releasing, boundaries, perspective, all that kind of stuff, making better choices, better habits, seeing the truth of something that isn't what it seems, okay? No one's going to pull the wool over your eyes. So make sure that you are asking questions, that you are double checking your facts and figures, that you are reading the fine print in any kind of documentation that you get. Scammers are about at this time of year, tax season, right? And this is when the scammers do come out. So just make sure that you know what you're getting into before you sign your name on the dotted line. And remember, we do have, yes, Mercury going direct on April 25th, but it's still in shadow until the 13th. So first couple weeks of May, just use a little bit of discernment, okay? It'll the slowing down of energy here can help you avoid something that isn't what it seems, okay? So just be aware of that energy coming in here. We've got the Queen of Cups. We love the Queen of Cups. This is where your intuition really does come into play. We have the Ace of Cups. Ooh la la, this is wonderful. All right, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. What did we say at the beginning of your reading with the milk and honey? Very reminiscent of the 9 or 10 of Cups and the 9 or 10 of Pentacles. And what happens to appear? Our lovely, bright and shiny, luxurious peacock with the 9 of Pentacles. So this is magical right here. Right here is very magical. So this is going to head you into a little bit later in the month. And so this can really highlight that full moon in Sagittarius. So look back to where you were setting your intentions 6 months ago when we had the new moon in Sagittarius. Check that thing out. If you don't remember what was being activated or highlighted for you at that time, you can go back and check the playlist that I have. Check the moon playlist, or you can check your sign, right? You've got all the playlists for your sign there as well. You can check that out. But this can represent feeling good, feeling happy, getting what you want, This is abundance and prosperity coming in your life. This is success. The Nine of Pentacles, especially right under the Devil card in reverse, and that Five of Wands can represent that you're taming your anxieties, you're facing your fears, and you're feeling pretty spectacular in this energy, okay? Not only do you feel good, like anything is possible, but some of you are actually receiving what it is that you've been wanting, all right? The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups here, this can bring in a really big healing energy, healing your finances, healing your bank account, doing things better for yourself, right? Because when we look at your money and your career, it's not just about receiving things, right? It's also what you do with the things that you have. And so this can be you making better habits and choices, especially with how you spend your money, right? So this can be really wonderful energy. The Ace of Cups, you could get a gift that makes you really happy. This can be a new job opportunity that doesn't just bring you money, okay, Nine of Pentacles, but also makes you feel good, makes you feel fulfilled, makes you feel worthy, you know, or that your worth is being recognized, right? So this can be really quite wonderful. This can be where you fix your current situation where you are right now. So if your workplace has been going through some growing pains or some restructure or some uncertainty within the organization, this can show that there's a potential chance and opportunity here for you to you know, for that to be healed, for things to settle down a little bit. And hey, you never know, you might even get a new opportunity out of that, right? So sometimes companies restructure and you could actually find yourself a little bit better off than you were before, right? So with the Queen of Cups, though, this really does speak to your creativity. It speaks to your intuition. All right. And trusting that with that Ace of Cups, you're being led down a garden path. You might not necessarily know what that looks like for you or what's going to happen with it, but there's opportunities opening up for you here. So open your heart and step into that flow. The aces are always a gift from the universe. Bring in new beginnings. This can bring a new way of doing things, bring happiness and joy, peace, calm. It can be have us in the flow, but it can also be a leveling up of things here as well. So taking things up to that next level. All right. Following your heart, perhaps, rather than the bank account. The Devil card in reverse, right? The Devil card deals with material things, our money, right? And so this can be where maybe you are dropping the pursuit of money and going for a little bit of fulfillment, which actually in turn can actually bring you more money. So weird things how that happens. But look out for some very helpful people as well, because the Queen of Cups can be a very helpful person. This can be a new business partner, a new boss. This can be a new colleague, and this can be a very wonderful, beneficial, symbiotic partnership here, right? Where both parties benefit from this. You can also have a friend or someone you know with the Queen of Cups that has your best interests at heart, and they might bring you an opportunity. So you just never know. It could come from a friend, an old business colleague, you know, something like that, or again, someone new that you meet. So because this Ace of Cups and this Nine of Pentacles, that can be one hell of a job offer, okay, or one hell of an investment opportunity. Because the Nine of Pentacles is very luxurious energy and very abundant energy. So you could have a couple of helpful people on the way here for you guys as well. But a couple little hiccups along the way, or a couple things that, you know, are maybe coming in that's, you know, kind of new or something that you need to work through. But ultimately here, you are coming out on top and probably feeling quite good in this energy. So we gotta like this here, Taurus. So woo, we are off to a really wonderful, thank you very much, a really wonderful start to your astrological new year. So I'm going to pull out 3 angel answers cards here for you guys. Okay, so we've got card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So we're going to read them individually, 1, 2, or 3, and then we'll read them if they tell a story and connect with each other. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So we'll choose whichever one resonates for you guys. But hey, you can always just take the messages that all 3 have. And we've got opportunity. Opportunity is knocking. Open your doors to opportunity. Wonderful energy coming right in here, very much in alignment with your readings. This can be a wonderful time for you. Card number 2. We have big happy changes. Wow, Taurus, this is bright and shiny for you. This really does say it all, doesn't it? Okay. So some things that are changing, or you're just feeling good, or you feel like things are coming to fruition for you. And we have listened to your intuition. We've been saying that your entire reading anyway. Okay. Your intuition is what's really going to play a key role for you here. Don't second guess it. Okay. If it feels good, feels right, even if it has, like, you don't have all the answers necessarily, right? But it's like being led down this path, and I don't know why. It's something completely different than what I would normally do, but it feels right. Go with that. See where it goes. Jump right in. That's that Uranus energy, right? That Fool energy that that Uranus rules, right? The Fool card. Jump right in. Take that leap of faith, right? Trust in your instincts, trust in your ability to use your wisdom to make the right decision. But big opportunities opening up for you, bringing you in some wonderful changes. And yes, your intuition is really what's going to guide you there. Okay, follow your heart, follow your dreams, get in the flow of things, and allow the magic to happen. I thank you for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed your reading, if there was something here that really resonated for you, please don't forget to hit that like button. It lets me know you resonate with the reading. I truly appreciate that. That's why I do this. But it also does let YouTube know that you enjoyed it, and hopefully YouTube will share the message with more people. Any interaction that you have with the channel is what helps it grow and evolve. But if you do enjoy my content, hit that notification bell there. You'll be subscribed to the channel, and in theory, know whenever I put up a new reading. It is almost every day because I do daily readings here as well. But I thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful, healthy, happy, prosperous, magical month of May, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.